Cinch allows you to focus on your goals so you can accomplish your dreams. Reach your potential. Be driven by your passion. Inspire others. Show up when it counts. Be stronger than your excuses. Cinch is a way of life.
Hi, I'm Charlie Wrigley from Condobolin, New South Wales. We are family-owned and operated seed stock producers located in the heart of central New South Wales. Alongside our Angus stud, we run a commercial Angus herd, broadacre cropping operation and breed Australian quarter horses for competitive cutting. With over 30 years' experience in the bull breeding industry, we are passionate about breeding well-balanced, functional Angus bulls that achieve your goals in your environment. Our stud herd is run under commercial conditions and is fully performance recorded and genomic tested. We place strong emphasis on our breeding fundamentals of calving ease, growth and carcass, without losing sight of visual appraisal, fertility and indexes. Running a commercial herd alongside our stud means we have a strong focus on the realities of beef production and the challenges the industry can throw at a cattleman. Our Wrigley Cattle Co annual bull sale is held in autumn each year. Check us out on our website or give us a call. And lastly, we wish all competitors the best of luck for the 2024 Balonne River Cutters Futurity.
I'll be your announcer here for the next 9 days that will be here at St George. Also thank you to our judges. We'll have Mr Roger Elliott and also Grant Simon, Jason Stephen Jones. Also thank you to our show secretary Nadine Friend and all the hard-working team of the Balonne River Cutters Club. And also our timekeeper will be Mr Reg Nolan, our photographer being Lauren Clark, and also our cutters rep Casey Tones. And also Ray Cooper from Just Cuttin' is going to be our webcast provider. And good morning, good afternoon, and welcome to our viewers. 9 days of competition that we're going to be watching here at one of the major stops on the NCHA events throughout the year, the Balonne River Cutters Futurity Show. Also, good luck to all our competitors and owners and breeders throughout the 9 days. Hope you have great results here for 2025. Also, thank you very much to the Australian Hotel. Also, thank you to Foresight, Forex, also Wrigley Cattle Co. Also, thank you to 2 Bob Saddlery, Letterbuck Pro Services, Diamond Wool Saddle Pad Co., Gidgee Eyewear, Mavericks Western Wear, Sunkiss Quarter Horse Stud, Mount Riddick Pastoral Co., Ringers Western Wear, Cinch Australia. Also, thank you to NCHA, Harla Denham, and also thank you to Christine Holmes, and also thank you to Cutabar Quarter Horses and NRR Cat King Cole. So we're going to move into our Open Classic Challenge, our first event on the program, brought to us by the Australian Hotel with $6,000 in added money. We'll have go-round number 2 of this event this coming Monday, and the finals will feature this coming Friday, which will be the top 10 will make it back. So we've got a total of around 47 competitors. We'll have a total of 6 herds today, they're cutting fans. So 3 herds in the first round of the Open Classic and 3 herds in the first round of the Open Derby. So our first competitor will be the Roma Queensland competitor, first across the timeline for 2025 here at St George, Mr. Casey Tones. So this will be Casey Tones with Flash Time, owned by Errol and No. This one a gelding, side by Time's Up, out of Delia Boone Dancer, and was bred by the Star Park Quarter Horses in Wondai, Queensland. Thank you very much there, Casey. That was Mr. Casey Tones from Roma, Queensland, and that was Flash Time, owned by Errol and No. And that was a gelding, side by Time's Up out of Delia Boone Dancer. So Warwick's Green will be next, and we've got Jamie Seckham, Jackson Gray, Steve Smith, and Warwick's Green. That'll be our next 5. So our next competitor makes his home at Scone, New South Wales. Will be number 2 on our draw.
Waiting for someone to tell you everything. Sit around and wonder what tomorrow will bring. Maybe a diamond ring. Well, it's alright, even if they say you're wrong.
So this will be Warwick's Green with Twice the Shine, owned by Grant and Kayla, by Miss Kayla Warrior out of Injune, Queensland. This one side by Metallic Cat out of Duloc Pepe's Destiny and was bred by Grant and Kay Warrior.
Nobody on the road, nobody on the beach. I feel it in the air, the summer's out of reach. Empty lake, empty streets, the sun goes down alone. I'm driving by your house, though I know you're not home. But I can see you, your brown skin shining in the sun. You got your hair combed back and sunglasses on, baby. I can tell you my love for you will still be strong after the poison summer has gone. Never will forget those nights. I wonder if it was a dream. Remember how you made me crazy? Remember how I made you scream? Now I don't understand what happened to our love. But babe, I'm gonna get you back. I'm gonna show you what I'm made of. I can see you, your brown skin shining in the sun. I see you walking real slow, smiling at everyone. I can tell you my love.
Thank you very much, Sir Warwick. That was Mr. Warwick's Green from Scone, New South Wales, and that was Twice the Shine, owned by Miss Kayla Warrior. And that was a mare side by Metallic Cat out of Duloc Pepe's Destiny. So Jamie Seckham's going to be next to show. Then we've got Jackson Gray, Steve Smith, Warwick's Green, then Trent Smith. That'll take us up to number 7. So thank you very much to Wrigley Cattle Co. Proudly family owned and operated, Wrigley Cattle Co. is a respected name in the stud stock, farming and commercial cattle base just outside Cadoblin, New South Wales. So we'll update you those markings once they come through for our first 2 competitors. So we now move to the Albany, Queensland competitor, number 3 on our draw, Mr. Jamie Seckham. So Casey Tones was 2:11 on his show. Then we had 2:15 on the show there for Warwick's Green, 2:15. So this will be Jamie Seckham with Spin One Time, owned by Mr. Serge Rowland from New Caledonia. This one a gelding, side by EB's Phalaris out of This One Time, and was bred by Terry and Liz Smith in New South Wales.
Well, I wonder what it's like to be the rainmaker. I wonder what it's like to know that I made the rain.
Thank you very much there, Jamie. That was Mr. Jamie Second from Albany, Queensland, and that was number 3 on our draw. Spin one time, owned by Mr. Serge Rowland. And that was a gelding, side by EB's Phalaris out of this one time. So Jackson Gray will be next to show. Then we've got Steve Smith, Warwick's Green, Trent Smith, then Warwick's Green once again, and that'll take us up to number 8. So thank you very much to the Sunkiss Quarter Horse Stud, located in Berger, Queensland, owned by Barbara Williams, who's been a long-time supporter of the NCHA and cutting community. So 206 on the show there for Jamie, 206. So our next competitor makes his home at Berger, Queensland, will be number 4. The resident trainer of the Sunkiss Quarter Horse Stud, Mr. Jackson Gray, is going to be next across the showtime line here this morning on our Saturday morning. So Jackson Gray going to be showing I'm Sorta Blue, owned by the Sunkiss Quarter Horse Stud out of Berger, Queensland. This one a mare that was side by Sorta Smooth out of Miss Blue Sue and was bred by the Sunkiss Quarter Horse Stud.
Got the heat turned on and the windows down. She's hell on wheels, telling everyone how good it feels. Might be the she-wolf knocking on my door. She wants to roll the rug up and get down on the floor. She said, let's ride. Rev it up, little boy, and ride. She said, let's ride. Rev it up, little boy, and ride. Steer with her knees. She's got both hands free. Use her cruise control, you know. Reaching over, she likes to tease. She said, ride. Rev it up, little boy, and ride. She said, let's ride. Rev it up, little boy, and ride. Just use your body, and don't you hitchhike. When you ride with me, little boy, take it any way you like. She said, let's ride. Rev it up, little boy, and ride.
Thank you very much there, Jackson. That was Mr. Jackson Gray from Berger, Queensland, and that was number 4 on our draw. I'm Sorta Blue, owned by the Sunkiss Quarter Horse Stud, and that was a mare, side by Sorta Smooth out of Miss Blue Sue. So Steve Smith will be next to show. Then we've got Warwick's Green, Trent Smith, Warwick's Green, then Matty Barber. That'll take us up to number 9. So thank you to the Australian Hotel. 205 on the show there for Jackson, 205. So thank you to the Australian Hotel. Make sure you stop by the Australian Hotel here in St. George throughout the show. They've got a courtesy bus happening each day throughout the show. All you got to do is call 46255000. Head on down and grab yourself a nice meal or a cold one as well at the Australian Hotel, St. George. So we now move to number 5 on the draw from Gundawindi, Queensland. Mr. Steve Smith will be next across the timeline. So Steve Smith going to be showing the one called Metallic D-Ray, owned by Jimmy Christensen out of Linville, Queensland. This one side by Metallic Cart out of Brazen Little Dreamer and was bred by Carolee Simpkins. Thank you very much there, Steve. That was Mr. Steve Smith from Gundawindi, Queensland, and that was number 5 on our draw, Metallic D-Ray, owned by Jimmy Christensen. And that was side by Metallic Cart out of Brazen Little Dreamer. So Warwick's Green will be next, and then we'll have Trent Smith, Warwick's Green, Matty Barber, then Grant Quigley. That'll take us to number 10. So thank you to Cinch Australia for being one of our great supporters. Cinch Clothing is durable yet stylish Western clothing for the whole family. In and out of the arena, make sure you look for this Cinch brand. So 206 on the show there for Steve, 206. So our next competitor makes his home at Scone, New South Wales. Will be number 6 on our draw. Mr. Warwick's Green's going to be next to Showcase for 2.5 minutes. The Australian Hotel sponsored Open Classic Challenge go round number 1. So Warwick's Green's going to be showing the one called Serum's Remedy, owned by Grant and Kay Warrior out of Injune, Queensland. This one a mare that was side by Ray's Jewel Badger at a Serenity Spin and was bred by Grant and Kay Warrior. Thank you very much, Sir Warwick. That was Mr. Warwick's Green from Scone, New South Wales. And that was Serum's Remedy, owned by Grant and Kay Warrior. And that was a mare, side by Ray's Dual Badger at a Serenity Spin. So Trent Smith will be next. Then we've got Warwick's Green, Matty Barber, Grant Quigley, then Jackson Gray. So 212 on the show there for Warwick, 212. So we'll now move to the young New South Wales competitor number 7 on our draw. So thank you to Gidgee Eyewear, created for equestrians of all disciplines. Gidgee Eyewear offers a unique eyewear solution to combat Australian conditions, dedicated to supporting the grassroots competitions and educational clinics far and wide. But all eyes glued here on the young New South Wales competitor number 7 on our draw, Mr. Trent Smith. So Trent Smith going to be showing the one called Counterpart, owned by Mr. Jim and Tanya Gale. This one side by EB's Phalaris out of Roosters Little Darlin and was bred by the Clavar Propriety Limited in Camden, New South Wales. Thank you very much there, Trent. That was Mr. Trent Smith from Young New South Wales, and that was Counterpart, owned by Jim and Tanya Gale. And that was side by EB's Phalaris out of Roosters Little Darlin. So Warwick's Green is going to be next to show. Then we've got Matty Barber, Grant Quigley, Jackson Gray, then Wade Davison. That'll take us to number 12. 2:17 on the show there for Trent, so that'll be our new leader in the go-round. So a round of applause for Trent Smith here this morning. So thank you to Ringers Western Wear. Ringers Western, Australia's #1 country brand. Whether you're mustering cattle on the land or heading for a meeting in the city, Ringers Western have you covered. Use the code BRC15 for 15% off their online store. Let's move to our next competitor, which will be the Scone New South Wales competitor, number 8 on our draw. So this will be Mr. Warwick's Green with Raybon Little Charm, owned by Miss Kayla Warrior. This one a mare that was side by Stevie Raybon out of Duloc Pepe's Destiny and was bred by Grant and Kay Warrior. Thank you very much there, Warwick. That was Mr. Warwick's green from Scone, New South Wales, and that was Rayvon's Little Charm, owned by Miss Kayla Warrion. And that was side by Stevie Rayvon out of Duloc Pepe's Destiny. So Matty Barber's going to be next, and we've got Grant Quigley, Jackson Gray, Wade Davis, and then Hugh Miles. 180 on the show there for Warwick, 180. So thank you to Regent for being our sponsor. One of our sponsors of the Balonne River Cutters Futurity Show. Great stallion, the one called Regent. Make sure we contact the team. One that Paxton Pulford's had a lot of success in making a lot of aged event finals on, the Great Regent. So contact the team about having it for the breeding season. Fantastic stallion, Regent. So we'll now move to the Cumbria Queensland competitor, number 9 on our draw. So this will be Matty Barber with the one called Sweet Stevie, owned by Trevor Barber out of Cumbria, Queensland. This one a mare that was side by Stevie Rayvon out of Twice as Sweet and was bred by Ian and Megan Barber. Thank you very much there, Matty. That was Matty Barber from Cumbria, Queensland, and that was Sweet Stevie, owned by Trevor Barber. And that was a mare side by Stevie Ray Vaughan out of Twice As Sweet. So Grant Quigley be next. Then we've got Jackson Gray, Wade Davison, Hugh Miles, Corey Holden, Paxton Pulford and Dean Holden. That'll be our last competitor out in this herd. Of herd number 1 of 3. That'll take us to number 16. So thank you to Foresight. Competition puts a lot of strain on our horses' joints. Are you worried about soreness and injury? Leading Aussie vets recommend Foresight Epitalis Fort. So 2:16.5 on the show there for Maddie. So that'll be our second highest marking in the go-round as of far. There for Maddie Barber and Sweet Stevie. So our next competitor makes his home in Loombra, New South Wales. Number 10 on the draw, Mr. Grant Quigley. Going to be next to entertain us and cross that timeline for 2.5 minutes. So thank you very much to the Australian Hotel for being our sponsor of the Open Classic Challenge for 2025 here at the Blonde River Cutters Futurity Show. And also good morning, good afternoon to our viewers that are logged into Just Cutting, watching our action here this morning. So this will be Mr. Grant Quigley with the 9 iron owned by the Q Stud out of Loombra, New South Wales. This one a gelding, side by EB's Ironbark out of Shania Niner and was bred by Grant Quigley and Drew O'Keefe on the Q Stud. Thank you very much, Sir Grant. That was Mr. Grant Quigley from Loombra, New South Wales, and that was 9 Iron, owned by the Q Stud. And that was a gelding side by EB's Ironbark out of Shania Niner. So Jackson Gray's going to be next. Then we've got Wade Davison, Hugh Miles, Corey Holden, Paxton Pulford and Dean Holden. So we've got about 6 more to show here in herd number 1, brought to us by the Australian Hotel. So 2:14.5 on the show there for Grant, 2:14.5. So we'll now move to the Perga Queensland competitor, number 11 on our draw. Will be Jackson Gray. Thank you to Diamond Wool Saddle Pads. To be the best, you need to use the best equipment, and Diamond Wool Pad Co. makes the premium saddle pads for all equine disciplines. They deliver comfort and style, durability, needed for serious competition or just to take great care of your ponies. So this will be Mr. Jackson Gray. Going to be showing the one called Rock and Rye, owned by Emma Stockdale out of Perga, Queensland. This is a gelding that was sired by EB's Phalaris out of Maryland, Monrock, and was bred by the Gray family.
Started out last night. I was thinking of days gone by, of the times I've had and the things that I left behind. Some change, some die. Still we manage to survive. It's knowing where and what to do. It's up to you. Don't know what's going on. I can't wait till. I'll find a way. Will always remain. Remember the way. Hold down, turn around. Find myself facing the wall. I think back to school. It's all the same, slightly different rules. I hold tight on your road. Watch yourself 'cause you're all alone. I know what's going on. I can't wait till. I'll find a way. Will always remain. Remember the way. Never the same. I think back, not far, driving down the beach in my car. Another place, same time. Icky runs along a fine line. Down there, no chance. He's trapped in a different romance. His life a fait accompli. He never did see.
Thank you very much, Sir Jackson. That was Jackson Gray from Perga, Queensland, and that was Rock and Rye, owned by Emma Stockdale. And that was a gelding side by EB's Phalaris out of Maryland, Monrock. So Wade Davison will be next to show. Then we've got Hugh Miles, Corey Holden, Paxton Pulford and Dean Holden. So we've got 5 more to show in this herd. 2:13 on the show there for Jackson today. 2:13 on the show here in round number 1. So the Greenmount Queensland competitor will be next to show. Number 12 on our draw, Mr. Wade Davison. Also, thank you very much to Cutterbar Quarter Horse Stud and NRR Cat King Cole. For over 40 years, the Johnson International Equine and the Cutterbar Quarter Horses have been breeding and training top quality quarter horses. You can check out their website today at www.cutterbarquarterhorses.com. So this will be Wade Davison with Fleetwood, owned by Jody Turvey from right here in St George, Queensland. This is a mare that was sired by Cataloo and a Zach's Little Shug and was bred by the Turvey family. Thank you very much there, Wade. That was Mr. Wade Davison from Greenmount, Queensland, and that was Fleetwood, owned by Jody Turvey. And that was a mare sired by Cataloo out of Zach's Little Shug. So Hugh Miles will be next, and we've got Corey Holden, Paxton Fulford, and Dean Holden. So 4 more to show here in herd number 1 of 3. So 207 on the show there for Wade, 207. So thank you to Harlem Denham and Style West and Christine Holmes. Style West represents the intersection of the Western tradition and the contemporary performance, guided by Renee Richardson. This Queensland-based venture blends her passion for equestrian culture with stylish, functional apparel. Whether you're looking for performance-ready riding jeans, Statement West-inspired outerwear, or boutique equestrian accessories, Style West delivers a refined, versatile collection built to impress both in the arena and beyond. So next competitor makes his home at Tamworth, New South Wales. Will be number 13 on our draw. So this will be Hugh Miles with the one called Autumn Nurse, owned by Hugh Miles. This one a mare that was sired by I'm a Smooth Blue Cat out of Courageous and was bred by Hugh Miles in Tamworth, New South Wales.
From the ocean to the silver city, and it's only other vets could understand about the long forgotten dark side guarantees. How there were no V-Day heroes in 1973. How we said in a Sydney harbor, I saw no friend but I couldn't kiss her. She was lying and I was home to the lucky land.
Thank you very much, Sir Hugh. That was Mr. Hugh Miles from Tamworth, New South Wales, and that was Autumn Nurse, owned by Hugh Miles. And that was a mare side by I'm a Smooth Blue Cat at a Courageous. So Corey Holden will be next. Then we've got Paxton Pulford and Dean Holden's. 3 more to show here in herd number 1. 2:15.5 on the show there for Hugh. 2:15.5. So thank you very much to 2 Bob Saddlery Co. Handmade custom Jeff Smith saddles. The exclusive Australian agents for Jeff Smith Custom Saddles, 2 Bob Saddlery Co. You can contact Bill Cox today at 0418 032. Also check out the website at www.2bobsaddleryco.au. So thank you very much to the Australian Hotel for bringing us the Open Classic Challenge, go round number 1. Also see the Open Derby go round number 1 today here on day number 1 of 9 here at the Balonne River Cutters Futurity Show for 2025. So right now early we've got the 2:17 leading the pack, Trent Smith with Counterpart. We've got 2:16.5, Matty Barber with Sweet Stevie. And then we'll go back to 2:15.5 with Hugh Miles, 2:15 with Warwick's Green. That's our top 4 is right now. Now current leaderboard in the Open Classic Challenge go round number 1. So next competitor makes his home in Cobram, Victoria. Number 14 on our draw. Also day number 2 proceedings tomorrow. They're cutting fans. We'll have the first round of the Open Futurity, brought to us by friends at Wrigley Cattle Co. And we'll also have the first round of the Snafflebit Futurity, brought to us by 2 Bob Saddlery and Letterbuck Pro Services. There'll be a total of 5 herds tomorrow and day number 2. So this will be Mr. Corey Holden with Bobby's Little Ray, owned by the Lunacore Propriety Limited, ATF Hammer Holdings Trust out of Rollaston, Queensland. This one a mare that was sired by Ray Zagata out of Emeroo She Oak and was bred by Mr. Michael Smith. Thank you very much there, Corey. That was Mr. Corey Holden from Cobra in Victoria, and that was Bobby's Little Ray, owned by the Lunacore Propriety Limited, ATF Hemmer Holdings Trust. And that was a mare side by Raise Your Garter out of Emerald She Oak. So we've got two more to show in this herd. Will be Paxton Pulford and Dean Holden. And then we'll have the Hugh Miles herd settling team will be settling our next herd of the day. So 193, 193 on the show there for Corey. 193. So we'll get set up here for the Kingaroy Queensland competitor, number 15 on the draw, Mr. Paxton Pulford. So thank you very much to Letterbuck Pro Services, my business, based out of Kingaroy, Queensland, Australian and New Zealand production team, supplying for our Western sporting events in Australia and New Zealand. I believe this is around my fourth time I've been sponsoring the Snaffle Bit Futurity that'll happen tomorrow. So thanks very much to the Blonde River Cutters team for letting me support the event here this week. So Paxton Pulford will be number 15 on our draw. 217, still our high marking set by Trent Smith with Counterpart. So day number 2 tomorrow, see the Open Futurity and Snaffle Bit Futurity. Monday we'll come back for the second round of the Open Classic Challenge, the second round of the Open Derby, and the second round of the Snaffle Bit Futurity. That'll be a total of 7 herds this coming Monday. So this will be Mr. Paxton Pulford, going to be showing BC Sandpiper, owned by Ray Randall out of Rock Valley, New South Wales. This one a mare that was side by Sandman out of Rio Chick and was bred by Ray Randall out of Rock Valley, New South Wales. Thank you very much, Sir Paxton. That was Mr. Paxton Pulford from Kingaroy, Queensland, and that was number 15 on the draw, BC Sandpiper, owned by Ray Randall. And that was a mare side by Sandman out of Rio Chick. So Dean Holden's going to be a last out in this first herd, so the Hugh Miles herd settling team to please be on standby. That would be greatly appreciated. So 205 on the show there for Paxton, 205. So we now move to the Merrick's North Victoria competitor, number 16 on our draw. It'll be Mr. Dean Holden. So thank you to Wrigley Cattle Co. With over 30 years of experience in the bull breeding industry, Wrigley Cattle Co. is dedicated to producing balanced, functional Angus bulls that are tailored to perform in your environment. Their breeding philosophy is simple: deliver genetics and not only look good on paper, but truly excel in the paddock, the pen, and ultimately on the plate. So this will be Mr. Dean Holden with Yilgabar Made to Rock, owned by the Yilgabar Quarter Horse Stud out of Merrick's North Victoria. This is a mare that was side by hashtags out of Yilgabar Rock and Roy and was bred by the Yilgabar Quarter Horse Stud. Thank you very much there, Dean. That was Dean Holden from Merrick's North Victoria, and that was number 16, Yilgabar Made to Rock, owned by the Yilgabar Quarter Horse Stud. And that was a mare side by hashtags out of Yilgabar, Rock and Roy. Well, that concludes herd number 1. So 216.5 there for Dean, 216.5. That'll put him around equal second and third right now in the go-round. So if we can have the Hugh Miles herd settling team to please be on standby. Just double check, we may be having a drag in between that, but I'll make sure on that. But if you want to head on over and grab yourself some coffee or morning tea, or go and talk to Kenny Cullen at KC Saddlery, and we'll be back cutting very soon.
Cinch allows you to focus on your goals so you can accomplish your dreams. Reach your potential. Be driven by your passion. Inspire others. Show up when it counts. Be stronger than your excuses. Cinch is a way of life.
Hi, I'm Charlie Wrigley from Condobolin, New South Wales. We are family-owned and operated seed stock producers located in the heart of central New South Wales. Alongside our Angus stud, we run a commercial Angus herd, broadacre cropping operation and breed Australian quarter horses for competitive cutting. With over 30 years' experience in the bull breeding industry, we are passionate about breeding well-balanced, functional Angus bulls that achieve your goals in your environment. Our stud herd is run under commercial conditions and is fully performance recorded and genomic tested. We place strong emphasis on our breeding fundamentals of calving ease, growth and carcass, without losing sight of visual appraisal, fertility and indexes. Running a commercial herd alongside our stud means we have a strong focus on the realities of beef production and the challenges the industry can throw at a cattleman. Our Wrigley Cattle Co annual bull sale is held in autumn each year. Check us out on our website or give us a call. And lastly, we wish all competitors the best of luck for the 2024 Balonne River Cutters Futurity.
The only horse in the history of the MTG to win an affiliate, an area, a national, a world, and be in the Hall of Fame.
Cinch allows you to focus on your goals so you can accomplish your dreams. Reach your potential. Be driven by your passion. Inspire others. Show up when it counts. Be stronger than your excuses. Cinch is a way of life.
Hi, I'm Charlie Wrigley from Condobolin, New South Wales. We are family-owned and operated seed stock producers located in the heart of central New South Wales. Alongside our Angus stud, we run a commercial Angus herd, broadacre cropping operation and breed Australian quarter horses for competitive cutting. With over 30 years' experience in the bull breeding industry, we are passionate about breeding well-balanced, functional Angus bulls that achieve your goals in your environment. Our stud herd is run under commercial conditions and is fully performance recorded and genomic tested. We place strong emphasis on our breeding fundamentals of calving ease, growth and carcass, without losing sight of visual appraisal, fertility and indexes. Running a commercial herd alongside our stud means we have a strong focus on the realities of beef production and the challenges the industry can throw at a cattleman. Our Wrigley Cattle Co annual bull sale is held in autumn each year. Check us out on our website or give us a call. And lastly, we wish all competitors the best of luck for the 2024 Balonne River Cutters Futurity.
The only horse in the history of the NCT to win an affiliate, an area, a national, a world, and be in the Hall of Fame.
Cinch allows you to focus on your goals so you can accomplish your dreams. Reach your potential. Be driven by your passion. Inspire others. Show up when it counts. Be stronger than your excuses. Cinch is a way of life.
Hi, I'm Charlie Wrigley from Condobolin, New South Wales. We are family-owned and operated seed stock producers located in the heart of central New South Wales. Alongside our Angus stud, we run a commercial Angus herd, broadacre cropping operation and breed Australian quarter horses for competitive cutting. With over 30 years' experience in the bull breeding industry, we are passionate about breeding well-balanced, functional Angus bulls that achieve your goals in your environment. Our stud herd is run under commercial conditions and is fully performance recorded and genomic tested. We place strong emphasis on our breeding fundamentals of calving ease, growth and carcass, without losing sight of visual appraisal, fertility and indexes. Running a commercial herd alongside our stud means we have a strong focus on the realities of beef production and the challenges the industry can throw at a cattleman. Our Wrigley Cattle Co annual bull sale is held in autumn each year. Check us out on our website or give us a call. And lastly, we wish all competitors the best of luck for the 2024 Balonne River Cutters Futurity.
The only horse in the history of the NCT to win an affiliate, an area, a national